Welcome to Muncie, Indiana, home of the Ball State Cardinals, and we're looking forward to this matchup, and certainly the fans are showing that they are as well. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. Rolls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll go to the toss. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Cardinals in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ball State. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Middle Tennessee, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Battiato. Floats it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off and maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Cardinals racing to the line in a hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback checking the play. The run from the shotgun. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quick completion to the right. Hit the gas, kid. What? Got enough space. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ball State 14, Middle Tennessee 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Hand off from the shotgun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Listen, defense is about energy, it's about passion, it's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it there.
At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Fires left. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
You know, it's easy to catch the football, but it's a lot harder to catch it when you're about to be out of bounds and you got to twist your body and turn it and keep it in bounds. What a great job by the receiver with great body control, staying in bounds and making a catch.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Barges ahead. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, third and goal. Straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Navy put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the midshipmen in some time. Anchors away indeed for the boys from Annapolis. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The toss to the right. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Fires to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
To the air, it's Battiato. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dialing up a second down pass play. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third down, going up top. He's going to let it go. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll try the run, fighting off the defender. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Number 19.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They're going to ride this running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now for...
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And that one will give them the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 21 over USF. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The Cardinals are on the move. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on second down. This time it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Not even a play?
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. This time on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And the Cardinals want to move quickly. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a catch past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
That's another Ball State first down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Middle Tennessee 21, Ball State 14.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs.
3-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, running back on the move. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides to the back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line. Brings up third down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Stewart. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They want to just keep throwing it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to pass. It's Battiato. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
28, Ball State 14.
Fair catch, called for and made. gets it back. The offense headed to the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. At the 35, he's got room. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Fires to the big fella.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
Let's go. Pilot. Acorn.
They want to throw it. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Offense getting set for 1st down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock. Now under a minute to go. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
And that's exactly what this squad was looking for, trying to stay undefeated. Doesn't matter how pretty, how ugly, stay undefeated, stay in the national championship picture, and keep that momentum rolling.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the 4th quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
He's looking for a man on second down. Throws to the tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
When you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Touch pass on the run. Plows through the defense. And that will be the final